Let's just pin this comment. And then here we go. Hi, Becca.
Hi, how you doing?
All right, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Are you working in the house today? Are you doing like physical projects?
Not right now. Probably in the evening because it's hot.
Oh yeah.
It's in
Yeah.
Texas, and also I'm actually an IT professional, so I have that full time, which I do from
Wow.
8:30 to 5. I actually just logged off my work computer.
Wait, that is insane.
Yeah.
What? Where did you get your work ethic? Like what were your parents like or your guardians like when you were a kid and what were they doing for work and what did you get to see?
Well, my dad is an engineer, so he works for oil companies. And my mom, she's a business owner, so and she has like multiple shops that she manages back at home in Nigeria. So yeah, that's
And
pretty much.
would you say that both of them were super, super hardworking and you got to see that growing up?
Oh yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, like they would travel, go to a lot of business events and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And
Yeah.
yeah.
When did you become like a bit so did you get out of school and go straight into IT and then like your own business was like a recent thing?
Yes. So I came here for college. I went to Ohio State University.
Nice.
I did my bachelorette there, and from there I moved down to Texas, and then
Yeah.
I did my master's, and then went into the workforce and started working as a developer. I'm actually an application developer. So I've been working there, and then I met my husband, and we bought our first home, and that's really where my love for design started.
Yeah, was that 2016 or 2014? I forget what you had written.
Um, that's 2016, 2016.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so you bought it, it was like it was a new building, right? Like no
It's a
one had
new
ever lived in
build. Yeah. So we chose the plot. We chose the plan. It's pretty much like in Texas, there's a lot of like production
it. Yeah.
building. So it's like a standard plan. You can still add or maybe make some little changes there or there. And then, that goes through that process of building. So mhm.
Your house is insane. Like
Thank
did
you.
you like what was the house like that you were living in before this house? Was it like anywhere close to this?
Space wise, no, it was a lot smaller. It was like a rental home. It was
Yeah.
still a home, but it was rental and was a lot smaller because we did want it to save so that we can get a bigger space.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, it was no, not even close to this.
Oh my God. It's amazing. And I love especially when you do like the one room challenges, how like you are the one with all the tools and you know how to do all the stuff.
Yeah, so like when we were building a house, I guess first experience, some things are really like shocking. Oh my gosh, this costs so much,
Yeah.
changes and stuff like that. So, just to save cost, we wanted to go ahead and just go ahead, finish the build, and then come back and add changes to it. So
Yeah.
that really got me to like, how do people do this in their home? And that's how I found out that you can also do it, you know.
Right.
So I was like watching YouTube channels, I would read blogs, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try and do this myself. At least
Yeah.
what I can do, because not everything I can do. Like you need
Right.
somebody else,
Right.
you know. So yeah, that's how it all started. I
So
watched YouTube channels.
give people a sense of like the projects that you can do and then the things when you pull in outside help.
So projects I can do is like trim work, adding baseboards, changing out your baseboards, adding trim boards to your doors, door casing, window casing, um, accent walls, if you want to do moldings, accent walls, or just the entire room. Cram molding as well. I'm actually about to do that in my current project,
Nice.
cram molding. You can install your cabinet hardware yourself. All these minor things that doesn't require structural changes,
Yeah.
you can do. And also, if you have a home that is not high ceiling, like my home is about, some rooms are like 12 feet, some rooms are like 10 feet, some rooms are 23 feet. So if you
Yeah.
have a room that doesn't have like high ceilings, then you can always get on the ladder and get those done to like do stuff all the way to the ceiling.
Like, what do you
But
recommend? Like, if somebody has low ceilings and that's a big challenge throughout the house, what kinds of things can you do to make that situation better?
well, painting, colors always elevate a home, and trim work also elevates a space height. So you kind of want to do details to the wall that brings height to that space so that it doesn't look cramped up.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
that's so to bring height into a space, like do you want the ceiling to be white or what colors? Let's talk about
Yes.
colors for that.
So ceiling white, and because of natural light, you want that to get as much reflective of the light that bounces in that space. So of course, ceiling white. And that's one of the things I'm also doing in my home right now, because during
Yeah.
my beauty stage, they only give you one color for the entire house, and that comes with the ceiling. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like,
Right.
not every space needs a ceiling to be the same color. Some space might be dark, so your ceiling needs to be lighter so that it can reflect even the tiny lights that come into that room.
Yeah.
So I love white. So white
Yeah, but
ceiling.
you have like such I loved seeing like how you were choosing your colors for your kitchen.
Yes.
Like it seems like you got like very specific.
Yeah, so my kitchen, and when I initially decided my kitchen or decided on the color of my kitchen, I wasn't really into pink colors. I had not studied pink colors. And building stage, they kind of make you choose really fast the color. So after moving in and living there for a while, I'm like, yeah, this is not my style.
Right.
So I really went in and got some samples. I, painted the samples on the island, on the kitchen cabinets, on the walls, because every day is a different reflect of light. So that really helped me like decide, okay, yes, this is what I want. I want to be able
Yeah.
to turn my lights in the night and say, oh, I love this. I want to be able to have natural light in the day and love it as well. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Would you say that repainting the colors of your walls is one of the easiest things to do from someone who hasn't done anything for their
Oh,
home yet?
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
It's the easiest, affordable way to
Yeah.
go to make a change in any space. So, yes. Hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Um, how did you become competent in this? Like you are lighting me up. I like, to talk to you and hear like the level of competence you have around building your own home essentially. Like it's beyond interior design. Would you
Well,
agree?
I would say,
It's more like interior architecture also.
oh, wow, like architecture is a lot. It's a lot. I would also say like more of like in terms of me having that passion to read more, there's
Yeah.
always a science behind things, and that's how I see it, knowing the science behind the colors that work in your space, knowing the science of how things work in the space, measurements, height,
Yeah.
perspectives, things like that. So I think it's more of just being able to just read more, read blogs, and see what people are doing out there, the trends, keeping up with that as well, and
Yeah.
identifying what works for your home, because what works for my home might not necessarily work for your home.
Yeah.
So that takes a lot of trial and error, because I have done things that I'm like, okay, nah.
Like what? Can you give us an example of like a change you made in your house where you're like, oh no, that didn't work and I learned?
Recently, well, like cabinets, hardware cabinets. Normally, the initial hardware cabinet I selected, I didn't really like that, so I changed it, which is very easy. Those are not expensive changes to make. So those things like that, you can find yourself changing it. Also, like paint colors, you can find yourself changing those as well.
Yes.
Um, but yeah. Mhm.
So take us back to your early life. Like I know you said like you were born in Nigeria, but you also said that you moved around a lot.
Yes.
as a young woman. So tell us like what life was like as a young girl and young woman.
I was born in Nigeria, and then at the age of 6, I moved to the Middle East, Oman. As I said, my dad works for our company, so we were relocated there
Yeah.
for his job. I stayed there for about 6, 7 years.
Yeah, that's long.
Yeah, so during that time, we traveled. My parents love traveling, so we traveled. We went to Singapore, Thailand, London, France, Canada, um, Hong Kong. So
Yeah.
we
How
traveled a lot.
nice.
We even went back home to visit family still and just stay connected back home. And after that, we moved back to Nigeria. I went to high school there. And after high school, I came here to do my
Got
bachelor.
it. Would you say that when you were doing all that traveling, you were like absorbing lots of different aesthetics and
And culture, yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Are your mom and your dad into spaces as much as you are?
My mom, she's into so many things. She owns stores that sell home furnitures, home goods.
Nice.
So she's into it too.
Yeah.
She also does family items for kids, for schools,
Cool.
for pretty much almost everything. Gifts, she's into gifts too. She loves Christmas like I do.
I have a
So
passion for
we're all
gifts
into
too.
like wrapping gifts and the season and all that. So
Yeah.
yes.
Is her store on Instagram that we can go check her out?
Oh.
No. Okay. And are her stores in Nigeria or
All
they
our
are?
stores are in Nigeria.
Very cool. Okay. And then how did you go from, so like started getting interested in interior design when you were doing your first house in
Yes.
2016?
Yep.
And what kinds of blogs, like, can you tell us some of the blogs that you were learning from at that time?
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Chris Loves Julia, Young House Love. Oh, man, yeah.
You would just read and read,
I
like
was
in your
just
free
reading,
time,
I
like
would
when you got home from
Google.
work.
Yeah, I would Google and just put,
I love
trim
it.
walls, come out with, and then it's many, many. But I think the YouTube channel too also helps. Content on there has helped a lot because just trying to know how to do things and go back and rewatch that and
Yeah.
practice and all that. So, yeah.
Does your husband also have his own side hustle, or are you the one with the
Well, he does, just not in the same area as me, but he
Okay.
does. Yes.
He has his
Yes.
own thing. So you're not the only one that's busy after work.
Oh no, no, we're both busy. Yes, we're both busy.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the one room challenge, how you came up with that and what it was like to do it?
So the one room challenge, my first time doing that was last year. Last year spring, I signed up for it. I did my master bedroom. I did an accent wall, a plaid accent wall, which was really interested. I just thought, okay, let me join in this challenge. Got to find new friends and read on people's blog. I initially joined as just an Instagram contributor because they have two sections. There's a blog and then there's Instagram. So I joined as the Instagram piece where I just share my process, my steps.
Yeah.
Doing. So that was good. I loved it. It takes a lot of work. You kind of have devote yourself completely to future spaces.
Right.
So it was new and it was fun. And I also have a supportive family. And my husband helped me so much with the kids, so I could go out there and cook my food.
I'm just amazed by you. I forgot for a second, like you're a mom of like two, right?
Yes, two. And I think my son was like 3 months or so.
Wow.
So yes.
So how long did that master bedroom take you?
It took about 6 weeks. Yeah, I got
That's
done.
pretty good with a full-time job.
Oh yes, I literally would come back from work like around 5 o'clock. And good thing about it, it was daylight, so daylight was longer, so I could actually stay outside and do work after work. So I would come home like around 5 o'clock, um, give the kids something to snack on, get at least get dinner going, and then get into my work clothes,
You
get
are so cool.
started, and begin working. At
I
least,
love it. I love you because it's like there's so many interior design bloggers that like don't do the actual like hard lifting work and sawing and painting, and you're so in it. You're so DIY and awesome. So when you were doing that bedroom, you came up with the idea that you would keep doing different rooms. Like you were like, this was fun to focus on one room.
yes. So I've always known I wanted to focus on one room. Prior to the one room challenge, I did my kids' bedroom, which I have a little bit of a tutorial on my blog about it, but I haven't actually done like a reveal of the
Yeah.
space.
Oh,
That
that's
was
fun.
my first big DIY project was my kids' bedroom. I did a bottom wainscoting there. Came out really well because every time we have guests, they were like, "Wow, this is gorgeous."
Oh, I
So
see it.
I decided to go ahead and sign up for the one room challenge and then do my master bedroom. And I wanted to do something really different because I've seen a lot of it's kind of the similar same accent wall, and I was like, I haven't really seen this plaid style anywhere. So
Yeah.
I just thought about it, put in the calculations because you always have to do your measurements and all that. And
Yeah.
I signed up and went for it. So
Are you do you have stores open on your computer all the time that you're just like buying baskets and like buying new wallpaper and like are you just constantly buying new products for your house?
I won't say I'm buying new products for my house.
Yeah.
I've gone to understand that I would I would want to buy things that last a long time.
Yeah.
That is classic and timeless. Because you know it takes space.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I'm always online trying to buy things. If I'm buying,
Yeah.
I feel like it's something that is going to be in my home that will last long.
Right. What are your favorite online shops when you do choose to go buy a pillow or buy new bed sheets?
Well, Target.
You like
I,
Target.
I like Target.
Fun.
Home Goods for pillows. Home Good for pillows. I do love small shops. I do buy some from small shop and mostly from Etsy.
Yeah.
Etsy has some really nice small business owners that have really good quality stuff. So I do get some of like my pillows from there as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, what else? Kids. I normally like shopping at Butchery Barn Kids. I love the bed sheets for my kids' room. Very soft.
Yeah.
So those are kind of like my top places that I
Yeah.
shop.
Do you like working on outdoor spaces as much as you like working on indoor spaces?
I haven't done my outdoor spaces, but it's coming.
I love it. I
It's
love it.
something
What tools come most in handy when you're working on your home? Like what couldn't you live without?
cordless tools. I feel like
Cordless tools.
yes, those are really helpful. Like my circular saw is cordless. My drill, of course, cordless. My oscillating tools are cordless, and I can move quickly around with them. So yes,
Yeah. Do you get requests from friends to like consult on their home building projects?
yes, oh
What do you
yes.
say
I
to them?
get a
Like, are
lot.
you interested in that?
I have taken on some clients um to help them with their design aspect of their house. So that's something I also do as well. When I have the time, I do take on clients.
Yeah. And is it like, what's your process when you work with clients?
I pretty much have a consultation with them. We talk about what their designs and what they're trying to go for, and I give them a questionnaire. They fill that out. We have a share where they can give me some ideas
Cool.
of what they face, and then kind of we get to the point of what exactly they want to do like a room by room basis. And then we go and talk about budgets. And from budgets, if they're okay with everything, we sign, of course, sign the contract and with them.
Yeah. Do you feel, I know that you describe on your website, like your style is like California modern.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Yeah.
feel,
So,
yeah. Do you want to work with
oh,
clients outside of that aesthetic, or is that sort of the aesthetic that you like to work with other people in?
well, I'm open to outside of that because it allows me to also learn. Because the thing
Yeah.
about I feel like is that you can, as much as one thing that you can get towards, there are also little pieces of design that can also work for your
Yeah.
design. So I'm always
Yeah.
open to learn, other design styles and just, learn, at least build on the experience as well.
Yes. You have a question here. Someone is asking, what is your tip for someone still trying to understand the whole interior decor life and trying to find their own style? Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me? Hopefully this comes back. I hope I'm getting you back. We're a little paused here.
Oh, no. I think I got you back.
Yeah. Okay. This is really exciting if that's the case.
Okay.
I can hear you now. Okay. Something's improving.
Yes.
There you are.
I think
Okay,
I
yay!
think
I
we're
don't
back.
know what happened. That was crazy. Um, interior, do you have tips for someone who's trying to find their style, who they feel they're really new to interior design?
Okay, so tips to find your style. Find things in common that you like. If you find things in common, um, then sources like Target, they have a really nice guide in terms of, if you like this look, this is your style, and don't be confined to just knowing that one style works for you. You could like multiple styles. That's your style. That's your unique style. Because I know a lot of people want to be confined to, am I a modern person? Am I a traditional person? I like modern things, but I do like to throw in some traditional elements in there. So knowing that you can always have a mix of everything. You don't necessarily have to have one design style, and it all works depending on how they're
Yeah.
blended together.
Do you feel like you bring any bits of Nigeria into your home?
Oh yes, color.
Color. Tell us about that.
Color. I know there is white in my home, but I do like adding colors. If it's not in my main living room, at least in my second, like my kids' bedroom. I like my kids' playroom. I like putting colors in there as
Yeah.
well. So, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What are you working right now on in your house? And then what are you working right now on in your business?
In my house, I'm of course doing the one room challenge. I am actually working in my home. Um, I decided to do that space because of right now in COVID. I just didn't want to go out, and
Yeah.
I don't really have to buy too much space. I don't have to buy the furniture. I don't have to do any of that. So all I have to do is just upgrade the walls and just change a little bit of the little details in the house.
Okay. You're freezing a little bit visually.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you're back again. And what about in your business?
Um. Here. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm so impressed with all the people that are sticking around. Like, you have just this
I know.
awesome fan base, or
I'm
people are
like,
meeting you.
God.
Yeah, we've had so many pauses. I really appreciate everyone that's stuck around.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah,
So for
business.
business, I am really focusing on my blog right now. That's been one of my main drive for everything. I find passion in sharing my own experience, and through my blog, I can do that. So that's really what I'm driving towards, increasing my visibility, making sure that if people also search DIY, they can find me and see how I did mine, and who I was learning from and all that. And also I've been asked to start a YouTube channel. So I'm also thinking about that as well.
Yes. Do you do anything else DIY? Like, do you make your own skincare, shampoo, toothpaste, anything like that?
No, I don't. I do Christmas decorations, DIY Christmas decorations. That's my favorite season of the
Yeah.
year. So I'm always crafty stuff around that
I
time.
love it. Okay, one of your fans is mentioning your energy, and your energy is super positive. And I gotta say, it really is. Like, you are cheering me up. I was like in such a bad state, and I'm so cheered up by you. You're just amazing. Can you
Oh,
tell us, like,
thank you.
how do you keep your energy up? Like, do you wake up and have a ritual? Do you do a ritual before you go to bed? What's your energy? How do you get great energy?
I don't. I think I just born like that.
You're just born like that.
I don't. I just stay positive, being prayerful, of course, leaving everything in God's hands, and stay positive and hopeful, sure, for tomorrow, and yes.
Nice. Okay, well, now that you mentioned some of that stuff, I have to ask you, how have you been responding to the protests? How is Dallas doing? What's your feeling on everything?
It's been really emotional,
Mm-hmm.
and so just gone through a lot in terms of how I've been talked to when I started working. Clients talking to me anyhow. You don't deserve to be in this country.
Wow.
So it's a personal. It's a different way, and it's very. I'm just gonna, but I just really
Oh,
hope
yeah.
that change can happen. You know,
Yeah.
because I want my kids to. I want them to
Yes.
know they can achieve the best they can. But yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Uh,
Yes.
mhm.
Thank you. We are all feeling it. Thank you so much.
So yeah, I just want to tell everybody, speak out, speak out. We need everybody in this. Please vote. Please go out there. Let's make this place a better place for all of us.
Yes.
For
And the kids. Yeah.
kids, yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I want to ask you, like, about some of your experiences when you started. Like, what were the challenges when you were first starting your business? What do you wish you could tell yourself as a younger woman?
To believe in myself,
Mm-hmm.
to never doubt myself, and to have friends support you all the way. Have sisters that will support you or just keep you going no matter what comes at you, that will just continue to push you and push you through, and always there to help you even as you fall and you rise.
What do you do, Becca, when you feel like sad or like tired? Like what do you do? Because you inspire us, so we want to know what do you do when you're feeling sad that we can start doing?
What I do when I feel sad is why I pray. I ask God to give me, to show me a sign that this is what He's planned for me.
Yeah.
And just leave it in. I talk to my close friends. I talk to them, and so I can't leave everything in me. And of course, my lovely husband.
Yeah.
He's been amazing. He pushes me. Sometimes I don't even just do it.
He pushes
and
you
so
like if you're feeling like doubtful.
Yes. And,
you push each
he's
other.
Always there.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We do.
So
yes,
cool.
We do.
Oh, I love it. Do you feel like your life is a lot about sacrifice?
Yes, it is. I've had a good life, no doubt. My parents gave us the best they could, take care of us, send us to school and everything, support us even now. So I love my life as it is, but yes, I do fall into places where I know I have to sacrifice some things just to make it better and better for my kids.
Yeah. You're so inspiring. We love you. What can we do to support you and be friends to you? What do you need?
Of course, blog, subscribe to the blog.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
And of course, follow me on Instagram. Connect, engage with me. Even when I post, I don't post often because I do have a full-time job too.
Yeah.
But when I'm on there, to be engaged with everybody, I like to present my best, and just be committed, to everyone who's also committed.
Yeah.
As well. So
I'm gonna start to do DIY house stuff, and I'm going to I'm gonna use you as a resource, and I'm gonna look through all the info that you have shared. Thank you for being so real with us. Thanks for making the time. You're really loved and appreciated by all of your fans. And I'm now one of them. So I'm really happy to have met you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
And this is my first interview. I haven't done this before.
You did amazing. You're going to get so many requests. So keep saying yes. And
thank you.
And send me any friends that you want me to interview, because I'm doing these every day.
Oh, okay, sure. Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
I'm sending smiles and hugs and prayers to Dallas and to your kids. And nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you so much.
Bye, Becky. Bye.